Hi class, welcome to English 111, and this video is going to be an overview of the course. Since this is an online course, it's important that you become familiar with Canvas and how to navigate the course. So the first thing I wanted to show you is our home page. On our home page, you will find the syllabus as well as this video. I suggest that you watch the video and read the syllabus before you begin exploring the course and the assignments and things like that. Also on the home page, you will find our two textbooks that we will be using. The two textbooks are free and they are online, so you do not have to make an extra purchase, and I will show you how to access them in a moment. The first thing I wanted to show you, however, is the syllabus. So if you click on syllabus, you will be able to download the file. If you simply want to view the file, you can click on the magnifying glass and you will preview the file. You will find important information such as information about the assignments, contact information, and anything else related to the course. So obviously the first thing you want to look at is the contact information. Because it is an online class, communication is important. And because it is an online class, we are mostly going to communicate through email. However, I do have office hours and you are more than welcome to visit me during these hours. I do not live in Las Cruces. I live in the El Paso Sunland Park area, so I am mostly down there. That is why Mondays and Wednesdays my office hours are at the Gadsden Center. However, Tuesdays and Thursdays I do have office hours here in Las Cruces at the Espina campus, Building Dash, which is the main building of the Espina campus, and it is Alex Sanchez Hall in room number 99B. So if you'd like to visit me during office hours, you are more than welcome to. Also, if you can't visit me, I am available through phone. This is my office phone number. So I am in my office Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I will call you back during this time that I have available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, please make sure that you leave a voicemail because my office phone does have caller ID, but it does not show a person's name. It simply shows the number. So make sure that you leave a voicemail so that I can contact you. Also, the voicemail is emailed to my email address so I can see it from wherever I am at, and I can contact you if it is an emergency or anything like that. Also, you can email me through Canvas, or you can email me through my NMSU email address, which is natalie@nmsu.edu. So if these office hours do not work for you, like I said, you can go ahead and call me, or you can go ahead and email me. Or if you really do want to meet in person, then we can schedule a time if these times do not work for you. So moving on, I already mentioned the textbooks, and I will show you how to access them in a moment. However, there are links on here on the syllabus, so you can just click on those and you will be able to access the textbooks. And all of this is information about the student learning outcomes and the purpose of the course and things like that. One of the things I will mention is that in this course you will be doing APA style papers and you will be doing research and you will mostly be doing argumentative essays. So really the purpose of this class is to prepare you for college level writing so that you can have the skills for the next college level classes or for the program that you will be entering. As I mentioned before, something else to keep in mind is that instruction is completely online, so you want to make sure that you do have access to a computer, that you have access to the internet, and most of the class will be online in terms of like PowerPoints, discussions. We are also going to, obviously all the essays are going to be submitted online. You will be required to watch videos like this one. So just make sure that you have access to the internet, access to a computer. Also make sure that you have the proper software like Microsoft Word. If you do have a Mac computer, you do have access to Office 365 through my.nmsu, so that is something that you can utilize. It also has like a cloud, so you can save your work there. So just make sure that you do have access to that. Also, Microsoft Word is preferable You can also submit assignments as PDFs, but just make sure that you don't submit assignments as pages or through notes or anything like that, because I cannot open those typically. So just make sure it's either a docx, a doc assignment, or a PDF file, and I should be able to open those. Also RTFs, I can open those as well. Also make sure that you have the proper internet software. Usually Canvas works better with Mozilla and Google Chrome. I've had students who take their quizzes on their phone, or they take their quizzes through Microsoft Edge, and I am unable to grade them because none of the answers were saved. So when I grade the quiz, it's completely blank. So like I said, just make sure you have the proper technology equipment to be able to view the course, access the material, and things like that. Your work will be evaluated according to DACC writing standards. And basically, you can go ahead and look at that here. Here we have all of the assignments that we are going to be doing. We will be doing 3 essays, and then there will be a common exit essay, which is a requirement from the English department, and I will explain that shortly. You will also have writing exercises. We will do 8 of them during this semester, 10 discussion questions, quizzes that are worth up to 55 points. We are going to have an APA pre-quiz, an APA exam, and also our final assignment is a portfolio. Now this is very important. In order to pass the class, you have to make sure that you complete all of these. Now in terms of participation, obviously it's an online class, so you don't have to be physically present, but you do want to make sure that you log in maybe twice a week or more. Also, you want to make sure that you complete most of the assignments. I know it says here all of the assignments, but as long as you complete most of them, you will be within a passing average. Also, you have to pass the common exit essay. The common exit essay is an exam, and if you scroll down, there's actually a section that talks about it. So the common exit essay is an exit exam, and basically it shows that you have acquired the skills to move on to college level writing or to move on to the next English class. This is the topic is chosen by the department, so it is a requirement from the English department, and you will have 2 weeks to work on it. The first time, nobody can help you. I cannot help you. Tutors cannot help you. However, once it's submitted and it is read, you will be given another opportunity to revise it if it's a no pass. At that time, I can help you and tutors can help you. So it is pretty daunting for a lot of people. I would say as long as you focus and you work through the entire semester, you should do fine on the common exit essay. Most people pass the common exit essay. Honestly, the only people I've had in the past who don't pass are people who don't revise. So as long as you are revising what you're supposed to revise, you will be fine. You also need to pass a documentation exam. The documentation exam is based on APA style, so you will be asked to cite sources in a reference page as well as in-text citations. And we will go through APA, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't know APA. We will go over all of that, and this is and you need to get a 70% or higher to pass the class. So those are the 2 requirements, and also of course you need to pass you need to submit a passing portfolio. So that is another requirement as well to pass the class with at least a C. Now, you do need to keep in mind that even if you have a C, but you don't submit a portfolio, or you don't pass the APA exam, or you don't pass the common exit essay, you cannot pass the class. So these 3 things are essential besides having a passing average. So one other thing I wanted to talk about the syllabus is I wanted to talk about the assignments. So we will have 3 essays, and those essays, the due dates are listed on the syllabus. We will also have 10 writing exercises. The writing exercises are due on Sundays, so you can go ahead and make a note of that and just remember that every Sunday we have a writing exercise due. Also, we have discussion questions. Now for the discussion questions, you want to make sure that you post twice a week. Your first response should be due by Wednesday, and the reason for this is because we want to make sure that we have people who've posted early for other people who want to finish their discussions on time. If you do both of your responses on Friday, that will affect your participation points. So you will still get credit for the discussion, but it will affect your participation points because the point of discussion is to participate throughout the week, not just on Fridays before it closes. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Your first response to the original post should be due by Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. Your second post should be to a classmate and it is due by Friday, 11:59 p.m. And the reason why they are due on Friday is because we are supposed to have assignments due during the week as well. This is not a weekend only class, so we do need to have assignments due during the week. We're also going to have short quizzes, and the quizzes are basically over PowerPoints or readings that we have done for that week, and the quizzes are due on Saturdays. And make sure that you are prepared before you start a quiz because quizzes can only be taken once and they are timed. So when it comes to classroom management, you want to make sure that you are respectful of everyone. Also, like I said, we are going to mostly be communicating through Canvas, so you want to make sure that you use proper language, that you're not offensive to anyone. Also, make sure that you only use Canvas for class-related stuff, so don't contact someone with personal information or anything like that. And that reminds me, I forgot to mention, for the discussion post, you want to make sure that you use proper English, right? So you want to make sure that you proofread your entries, that you don't have a lot of typos, that you don't have, a lot of errors, that you're not using slang because, this is an English class. And there is a rubric for the discussions, so you can go ahead and look at that to see what's expected. So like I was saying about Canvas, make sure that you are respectful, that you only discuss stuff related to the class, because we are discussing argumentative topics. Some of you might not disagree with others. That's fine if you do not agree, but just make sure that you are always respectful and considerate and open to people's various perspectives. Something else that I wanted to mention is, like I said before, this class requires Canvas and Wi-Fi, so you want to make sure that you have all of that prepared. Now, essentially, you have a week to do most of the assignments, so if you do have a computer malfunction and you let me know Sunday night, that's not very, I guess what I'm trying to say is I might not let you submit it late because you've had the whole week. So you want to make sure that you get started earlier rather than later in case you encounter any problems. Now, I understand that sometimes we do have issues that are outside of our control, but if this is happening every week, then that is definitely going to be an issue. So please do not leave things to the last minute. Make sure that, you try to submit things a few hours early just in case you have problems with Wi-Fi or any connection issues. So just keep in mind that computer malfunctions are not considered an excuse to miss deadlines or to submit late work. As a matter of fact, I don't allow late work, so please don't let that become a habit. The assignment closes with the due date, so you won't find the assignments open late or anything like that. And the assignments are available right now, so you can go ahead and look at them. But like I said, I don't allow late work, so when the assignment closes, the assignment closes. Of course, if you have an emergency or some sort of issue, we can talk about it and I can go ahead and let you submit the assignment a little bit later on. So moving on, we have some information about the portfolio. We will discuss this at the end of the semester because the portfolio is not due until May. We also have important dates here, and then of course we have the assignments. So for example, everything is broken down weekly. So the first week, all you have to do is go through the syllabus, do discussion number 1, which is introduce yourself, and then take the syllabus quiz. So everything is broken down weekly and you can go ahead and see what we are doing each week. So this concludes part 1 of the class overview video. I will be uploading a part 2 where I go over the course and I show you how to navigate the Canvas course and things like that.